So I know what you're thinking. Those both look like screws, so what could possibly be the difference, and why do I use one opposed to the other? So this one on the left-hand side here with what's called the pan head, that is a default screw that would come with, in this case, window blinds to hang the brackets. The challenge is, you get into the projects, you start to drill the hole, and you can't get the thing to sink in, and it strips out. It's like you sneeze or look at the screw wrong, and it completely strips out, and now your project just got a whole lot longer, and it just takes more time. You try to use one hand to hold the impact driver and the screw, and it pops off. You can't get the thing set. It just makes for a much longer project. You do have options. Now, I did that for years, struggled for years until I started stepping up the screws that I was using and just carrying those with me. I use and try to use Spax screws. Specifically, I'll show you an example of using a 1-inch wood screw from Spax and the multiple design attributes that these screws have that make the projects so much easier. So I'll hang a few brackets for a window blind and show you why it is worth every penny, which it's about 5 cents per screw, to invest in getting the right hardware to make your jobs go that much easier. So the example kind of classic DIY project that we'll show here, the difference between the standard hardware and the higher end Spax screws, is hanging window blinds and specifically placing the brackets. This would be a case where we're doing an outside mount, so I need to hang the brackets on the outside trim. Now you saw, with the standard, you can't really do one-handed operation very effectively because the screw's going to fall out. It's going to be hard to keep on the bit while you apply pressure to the trim so the screw starts to bite into the wood. Now that's where the Spax really shine. Spax have a serrated screw thread which really helps it grab onto the wood with much less force. Additionally, the bit that you use, even though the standard screw and the Spax look like they both would take a number 2 Phillips head bit, which is standard, which is also an advantage because you don't need any extra additional bits and you can use these. But if you do have a number 1 Robertson, you can use that with the Spax. So the number 1 Robertson is just also known as the square drive. That's going to help apply so much more torque to the screw and also really hold that Spax screw onto your bit so you can do the one-handed operation, and it just makes things like hanging these brackets so much easier. And those might sound like small design changes, but when you're hanging 10, 15, 20 blinds and you have hardware like Spax, you might be 2 times faster hanging the blinds, and it's going to be a more secure hole. So instead of kind of doing the DIY, go through the project, you're stripping screws out, you're probably never going to be able to get that screw back out, it's barely holding on, you're not really satisfied with the project, you're going to end this project with the screws securely fastened, the threads intact so they're easy to remove later on if you're painting or doing any repairs, and it's going to be a superior hold. So it's just a much better place to be at, and it will save you time. So what do you guys think? Is it worth the investment? Do you see the value? Are you doing this currently where you buy a higher grade screw just for your projects? This is what I carry on me. It's all Spax. I'm also interested in what you guys use and if you think there's more bang for the buck out there. I carry the 1-inchers, which we showed in hanging those brackets. I carry a 1.5 inch, which is a T20 or the T plus bit that comes in the box, which is actually a proprietary bit from Spax. And I also carry a 2.5 inch exterior screw with me. Now there's a lot of other screws that Spax makes. If you've got used the power lags, which is kind of a replacement for a lag bolt that you might use on deck projects, those are awesome, and I have used those on past deck projects. But you can look down the description, you'll see links to all these for your reference. And before you take off, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as we have multiple videos coming out per week to help you with repairs and improvements around the house. And we're going to catch you on the next one. Take care.